returning with our quarterback, Quinn Barnett. We're also returning with Dan Taylor, our one halfback. He rushed for about 1,400 yards, had 26 touchdowns last year, so pretty explosive running back and quarterback. Also returning a fullback who saw a good amount of playing time. So offensively, we're returning quite a bit of our skill guys. We still lost some good guys that are going to take some younger guys stepping up to make plays. But O-line, we have a few guys that need to step up that'll be seniors this year that saw limited playing time, but they need to make a big jump forward this year.
Knowing that you've got some weapons coming back, obviously Taylor, I'll ask you more about him in a little bit, but you guys run one of some more interesting offense than what we see out of a lot of teams.
Right.
Just bringing a few pieces back, allow some of the other guys who've kind of been in the wings to kind of jump in and be parts of that because you guys do so much.
Yeah, you know, the nice thing about having our offense is we're diversified. We're not all, they can't focus on one player. And it does give guys with some inexperience, I don't want to say a bit of a break, but they have to worry about somebody else first, and they can use them more as a side weapon. And a lot of those guys step up like Dan Taylor did last year. You know, he wasn't the main focus. He became the main focus by the end of the year because of some of the plays he made. So, you know, I like the offense because it makes the defensive coordinators go crazy usually.
Yeah. And the camera people. Where is the ball? Let's switch to defense. Where's kind of the strength of what you guys have this year? You know, I feel like line was the focus coming into last year. That was an area I thought you guys really looked to build in camp. I mean, just from observation. But
yeah, last year line was a big strength for us, and this year it is something that we need to work on. We are only returning two guys. Our one defensive end, Michael Mitchell, has a lot of playing experience, and our one nose, Jeremiah Reed, has a lot of playing experience on the line. So line is something that we need to really focus on, and it's something we're always going to have to focus on at the single A level. But our linebackers, we have two kids that have been playing for 3 years now. They'll be 3-year starters, Quinn Barnett and Curtis Wentz. Two tough kids, fly to the football. So they're going to be two guys that we rely on to help lead our defense. You know, Dan Taylor at corner and Andrew Black's going to be stepping into corner. And those guys have some big, you know, especially Andrew has some big shoes to fill with some of the guys that departed last year. Safeties, we'll have returning with junior Drew Sitch. He played pretty much the whole second half of the year into the playoff run because of an injury, so he's returning with a good bit of experience. And then we have a big hole to fill with trying to replace our other safety with losing Darren Sipes. So, you know, we have some work to do, but you know, so far we have guys that are working extremely hard to fill those roles in.
One of the, I feel like I said last year, we say guys so many times because there were a lot of really important games, but probably none bigger than week 2 getting after it with NBC.
Yep.
What do you tell the new players who haven't played in that game yet that might, and just kind of how do you prepare for that? Because I mean, most of them have seen it.
Right, right. Any big game we play, like this year we opened with Central and we have NBC week 2, so we have two big rivalries. And you know, we haven't played Central in a long time. It's going to be a big you know, geographic rivalry for us. And any big game we play in, it comes down to do what we do and don't worry about everything else going on. You know, the community is excited, that's great. They'll be there to back us. We worry about doing the blocking we're supposed to do, or catching the football, or, you know, tackling the guy. Don't fall into the hype, because the hype's not what we're about. We're about getting out there and doing our job. And I think that's the biggest thing, is focus is going to take us through, you know, the big games.
For the guys that have been in that, and I mean, there were some crazy games last year. I feel like that was a roller coaster season that could have gone, I mean,
especially early, you know.
Yeah.
Starting with week 1, we had some, it was definitely hit and miss. But you know, I think a lot of our team, and each year it builds. So early in the season it's a little bit fresh, a little bit new, and we're just trying to get our rhythm. By the later part of the season, I feel like we roll pretty well. We have a lot of guys clicking, and that's going to be something important for this class. Is we have so many seniors and so many sophomores, and we have a small junior class. So we're going to have some very young guys step in and play some roles, special teams wise, seeing some spot duty, filling in for injuries. So we're going to have some guys learn on the run, and you know, but like I said, at a smaller school, you're going to have that, and it's something we try to work on in practice and get them ready to go.
And just because you're you know, got a big young class coming in. Expectations don't change at Tussey.
No, expectations stay the same. We have high expectations. We're going to work to get there. We don't expect them to walk in and be the most talented, to be the best player on the field. We will build them up to that point. They'll put the effort forth, and we'll get there together.